What's up, guys? Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on Magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life's good, man. Life's good. I had an awesome weekend with my mother and my brother, in-laws, the whole 9 yards. It was great. Absolutely great. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Back to basics. I haven't touched the trumpet since my Thursday. Since Thursday. Okay? That's 4 days. Nothing. Let's see what we got, and we will talk to it. I'm spending the rest of the week back to basics, happy zone, relax the corners, the whole 9 yards. All right? All right. Let me honk, see what we got. Sunburned lips, 2 kids. I went golfing. Didn't have my visor. Seems pretty supple. Anyway, hellacious double C's, a little caress the baby, and word to the wise. Hang on. If you haven't played in 4 days, get the spit out of the spit valve before you play it for a video. Anyway, just saying, right? Anyway, I had a great time. Great time in Maine. Fun was had by all. I always enjoy that weekend every year. Anyway, didn't touch the trumpet. As I said, on my way with my back to you, I did golf. I don't know if you can see I'm a little all red, and I forgot my visor. So things got a little burnt. Things got a little burnt. But anyway, we're back. The first notes of the day in 4 days. Life's good, guys. Burnt lips and all, if you can do that. Now, I've talked about this before, and I will talk about it again because every single year at this time, the first weekend in August, I am in Maine for at least 4 days. So I've done these before. And again, it is the only system out there, the only one that can guarantee if the chops are right, you can take 4 days off and you are not going to have a drop-off. Chop-wise. Now, if I had something very delicate to play, if I had something very technical to play, I probably wouldn't have taken 4 days off. Okay? But, guys, that is the only thing. The chops themselves do not go anywhere. And we've talked about this before. The reason being for that is we are not tightening up the corners. There is nothing to strengthen. All the strength that you need for a triple C is all in every single one of our tongues. It's there. I don't have to strengthen the orbicularis. Guys, quite frankly, I think that's the worst thing you can do. That's your vibrating membrane. And guys, you don't want to tighten it up. That's the last thing you want to do is tighten it up. Okay? Now, our boy Doc, I've heard him say many times, if I miss 1 day, I know. If I miss 2 days, my band knows. If I miss 3 days, everybody knows. All right? Now, also, he said for every 1 day that you take off, it takes 3 days of practice to get it back. So if I took 4 days off, you take the math. You do the math. It would take me 12 days under Doc's regimen to get the chops back. Guys, that is because through tension, they are building up and developing this muscle. We are not. We are relaxing it. There is nothing to build up. Quite the opposite. Many times, if you are tightening the corners, sometimes you take 3-4 days off. You haven't been tightening the corners. Sometimes you come back, you sound great. Not always, but sometimes. Okay? I can't predict what's going on with tight corners. I can only tell you when there's nothing involved, you got it. You got it. Now, as I said, if I had a Maynard Ferguson gig tonight, a lead gig tonight, I would be all set. I could take 4 days off and do it. If I had a concert band thing tonight, I could probably do it. There'd be some clams that I wouldn't normally have. What I would do if I had something tonight, I would practice a little this afternoon, get everything going, and I'd be ready to go that night. If I had a Haydn concerto, I probably wouldn't be silly enough to take 4 days off before it, but the chops would be all right. Would I clam notes that I wouldn't normally clam? Yes. If I had a Brandenburg, would the chops be all right? Yes, the chops would be all right. Would I clam notes? Absolutely. So, again, guys, I am not saying, and never have said, that you don't have to practice to be a great player. Guys, you do, but you have to practice correctly, but you don't have to practice hours and hours and hours to build up chops. That's not what we're doing at all. It's completely relaxed, and the tongue is already strong enough for any note that I have to play. Okay? Now, getting it and holding it in the right position, that's a different story. And that doesn't take practice, hours and hours of practice in the traditional sense. What it does is you just have to get the knack of getting it in right. And that, I use the word knack precisely for that. It is a knack of getting it in the right spot and leaving it there. Now, to get all that working so you don't clam, that is what your hours and hours and hours of practice are for. And make no mistake about it, Doc would not be Doc if he didn't practice those hours. He was a phenomenal technical trumpet player. Listen to his Carnival of Venice. It's flawless. It's at least as good as Del Steger's. As fast and as clean. Guys, he was a tremendous technical trumpet player. And he did that through the hours and hours and hours of practice. The only thing that I've said a zillion times, I think he could have done even better, believe it or not, if he relaxed the corners instead of tightening them. Now, Benny Baker told him to tighten the corners. I'm telling him not to. So I'm contradicting Benny Baker. That's not the best. But guys, what we have learned through Jerry's technique, those corners must be relaxed. Guys, Tiger Woods, and I played some golf, Tiger Woods, when he's trying to hit the ball, when he's trying to putt, when he's trying to chip, does not tighten up his arms. Guys, you can't do that. He wants to be as loose as can possibly be. All right? All right. Back to basics week. Strength, flexibility, endurance, kettlebell, the whole 9 yards. We'll go over it this week. And by the end of the week, we'll be back to where we're supposed to be. Actually, if I get a good practice in today, I'll be back where I'm supposed to be tomorrow. All right? All right. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.